Hi everyone, welcome back to Artist Archives. My name is Nikki and this is day one of a solo writing treat. So exciting. Yes, I'm in Glasgow. For those of you who don't know, Glasgow is in Scotland in the UK. That's where I am at the moment. I've never been to Glasgow before. I have been to Scotland. I've been to Edinburgh twice for the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Not that you asked, but today I am in Glasgow. And so, usual spiel of this is, you know, the series where I take you along some days in the week, the life. I've got some really exciting stuff coming up this week and working on quite a few writing projects at the moment. And it's really helpful to be in a different environment sometimes as you write and just be inspired and stuff like that. And I wanted to come somewhere, and it's obviously somewhere that I haven't been before. I'm currently sat in my hotel room. It's lovely. I'll show you around later. But yeah, I haven't done any writing yet. It is 12-ish. I'm gonna go out and find like a coffee shop. There's this really cute gallery space that I was reading about online. So whenever I go somewhere new, I have to read about it online and I have to find places to go. I just have to explore where I am. I have to. I love it. Anyway, I found this really cool sounding gallery where within the gallery they also have a library space and they have like so much. They have a library space and everything like that. And for me, I was gonna go find some coffee shops and like just do cafe hunting. But when I saw that building, oh my goodness, and we'll go find it in a bit, it looked so beautiful. And it really reminded me of studying at university. We had this amazing, gorgeous library. And honestly, I was like, oh, I want that old school vibe again. You know, that old big mansion building. I was like, yes, that is exactly where I want to go right today. Today we're working on my memoir. I don't know why I said we're. Today I am working on my memoir. And yeah, so very brief summary because I don't think I've actually said. So I'm writing a memoir about my, oh no, I have said one time, but we'll go into it a little bit more. I'm writing a memoir about my experiences with various addictions and eating disorders. This happened years ago now when I was quite young, and you know, I don't know whether it was a good thing that happened. I mean, I guess, you know, it's done, but then also, you know, I was young. I didn't really have the mental, like, I don't know, I was young, man, like it's sad. And I didn't really know what I was doing and how to get out of it and all this stuff. But it doesn't matter because God knew, and I prayed to God and God healed me of like all the eating disorders, all the addictions and everything, all that like trauma. And I was like, bro, this is amazing because no one ever talks about God when it comes to eating disorder recovery. That's not true. It's not no one. I've since found like organizations and things like that, and in fact even things like the 12-step program, like so much of that I feel like is based on Christianity. But anyways, my point being is that, you know, there were all these traditional routes to recovery that I could not go down for one reason or another, and I just felt so stuck. And I literally, I mean, I'm a Christian, and I was like, God, you say in your word that you heal. Like Jesus came and healed so many various illnesses. Like I basically got to this point where I was like, nah, healing is my birthright. Like I'm not gonna be ill. And I like prayed and God healed me. And I just think it's such an incredible story because I really know how miserable I used to be. You see me now like la 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 la, I used to be so miserable. I mean, I covered it up really well, but I was just miserable. I was suicidal. I was just like a wreck, like an absolute wreck. Like I can't lie, like I was just like, what am I doing with life? And the fact that God just saw me so compassionately and just lifted me, I was like, we need to share this story with others and give other people hope and encouragement, because when I was there I didn't have that hope and encouragement. So that's what the memoir is about. I've set myself a goal to get it done relatively quickly, and yeah, it's going well. It's going well. There's basically different rounds of edits. There's the structural edits and there's the fleshing out edits, what I'm calling fleshing out edits, and there's beautify edits, and there's different types of edits I need to go through. I am mostly done with the structural, but we're still on the structural, so that's where we are with it. But you know what I'll do is, like, every now and then I'll be rereading through it and I'll be like, wow, this is actually this is so good. And then there'll be passages I'll read, I'll be like, oh, that actually sounds so beautiful, and then it gives me motivation to continue, because this has been a journey. When I tell you how long I've been writing this book for, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Like, I probably started writing it in, like, I don't even know, maybe like a 2017, 2018 time. I've been writing it for a while. Obviously not continuously, like writing stuff and then putting it down and but it's been a while. So yeah, anyway, let's go find this gallery space. I feel like I spoke a lot in this intro. I don't usually do that. Let's go find this gallery space and I'll take you all along with me. I'm trying to keep my phone off, so I'm just taking this camera, so I have to be brave and vlog in public. Oh, hey! I reckon it's time to show y'all around here. It is a really big room. I realize it's probably better to show you around as soon as I get in, because, you know, now it's been lived in a little bit, so it's not super tidy. But it's a super big space. The first thing you'll see when you come, well, it's not the first thing you'll see, but by the entrance, this is the entrance there, the bathroom's out that way. But towards here is the little kitchenette. It's pretty decent. Like, we got a kettle. We got some complimentary teas and biscuits. We got a little hob. I'm just making some pasta right now, you know. But we've also got a microwave, oven, fridge, and the world's tiniest freezer. So, but I'm quite happy with this little kitchenette. So I didn't realize I was going to have a hob. And it is a game changer. I'm just going to turn this off real quick. For like MTV, welcome to the crib, y'all know. And then when you come in, you have this TV over here to the right, which I have not touched yet. I haven't watched any TV. And we have this beautiful, beautiful desk. Although I must admit, I have preferred to write while sitting over here on this sofa. That's where you saw me earlier. It's a nice sofa, I like the color. A little table. We got the bed. This is the bed, the windows, a little cupboard, little bedside table. So I actually for once brought I had some cake this morning as breakfast. I brought like my books, which is really nice, because usually when I go somewhere for a couple of days, I don't bring my huge Bible. But I kind of wanted to write on this retreat, but also reflect and spiritually grow as well on it. And I'm really glad I brought this, because I got to read this last night and it was really, really nice. I managed to edit 3 chapters, which is pretty good going. And then I went for a walk in the gallery. I couldn't find, well, it's not that I couldn't find, the building that I was originally going to go to, the gallery I was originally going to go to turns out to be quite a walk away from here. So I ended up going to the National Art Gallery, which is not too far from here at all. And I worked in that library instead. And yeah, so I got 3 chapters edited, started feeling a bit dizzy. So I've bought myself a couple of items and I'm gonna make myself like a lunch now. And then I've got a prayer call at 5 o'clock and then I'm gonna get more writing done. I just put on in the background like this podcast interview with James Clear, who's the author of Atomic Habits. I haven't read Atomic Habits yet, but I am enjoying the interview. Let me know below if you've read it, by the way, because I feel like everything I hear about that book, like people are just raving about it left, right, and center. So
I do think it's possible. However, I don't think that changing through an epiphany is to cast votes with your actions. So, in a sense, every action you take is like a vote for the type of person you wish to become. So, no, doing one push-up does not radically transform your body, but it does cast a vote for the type of person who doesn't miss workouts. And no, writing one sentence may not finish the novel, but it does cast a vote for I'm a writer.
Hello! So I just finished my prayer group, which was so lovely and so needed. Honestly, I've had a day of like not really verbally talking to anyone apart from to you, well, to the camera, to you, from me to the camera to you, you know? So it was really nice to talk to humans who could respond to me in real time. Speaking of which, please leave me a comment down below so I feel like I am talking to humans. That would be lovely. So yeah, anyway, I just sat down and I was going to write like a little writing vlog as some I was going to watch a little writing vlog as some motivation, and this woman just said, oh, I love the editing process, I love it as much as I love the writing process. And I was like, shut up, because I get points in the editing process where I genuinely feel and would say, oh, I love editing just as much as I love writing. But honestly, we're at a point right now where I'm irritated. It changes, you know. Right now I feel irritated, I just want to be done. So yeah, that's where we're at. Anyway, I made myself some lunch, dinner, whatever you'd call it, dinner. I had pasta and vegan meatballs. And yeah, but you want to see the view from my window? It's not really like a proper view, it just goes out to like the opposite road, but you know, I thought you might want to see it. This is my current view, this building here. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? If you're wondering like, oh, there seems to be a lot of like frenetic energy in this vlog, it's because I'm by myself and I am an extrovert and I have so much energy to give right now, and I haven't spoken to anyone in a while, and I wish I knew people in Glasgow. My mum said I could make friends, but I haven't made any friends yet today. I'm so sad. I did speak to some nice people though when I bought my coffee, and in the museum there's a very lovely lady, but I haven't made a friend. But also my focus today is to write. So I actually love editing. I know what you're thinking. You're like, Nikki, I don't even know how many hours ago you were like, what, love editing? I'm annoyed, but I love editing. I told you it goes up and down, but really the difference is you know, I'm feeling good, and we've made some good edits, so by God's grace I'm just really happy about this. And so I've got a little dilemma, I don't know, so I've got a little thing that I'm trying to think about. Let me share it with you. That went really Essex, didn't it? Anyway, let me share it with you. So basically the round of edits I'm doing right now are the structural edits. That's for this round. So that's things such as, oh, this chapter should actually be moved earlier, or oh, okay, you mentioned this here but you need to foreshadow that earlier, or did you finish tying that up, or like, do you know, it's like things like that, structure. So I'm like moving things around, I'm giving context to things, I'm explaining certain things. However, at some point when I made this list of structural things to change in the book, and what's really helpful about this table actually is that I don't need to make these structural edits in chronological order, because I've got the list of things to tackle. I can just tackle them in whatever order I want. The thing that I did was that I went chapter by chapter and I made edits on it in terms of structure. However, what I also did, without kind of realizing, is that I also added in things that I saw within the chapter that I wanted to be changed. So I might say, oh, like retitle this, oh, do this, do that. And what I'm quickly realizing is that like those aren't structure edits. And so I've been sitting here getting frustrated, like, oh, how is it taking me so long to do one round of structural edits? It's because it's not one round of structural, it's one round of structural edits plus I've added things in here that are more to do with tenses, and things that are more to do with titling things, and some things that are more to do with fleshing things out and yeah, rewriting sections and writing things in different ways, and that's not a structural thing. So I've actually added a lot of edits into this round of edits, and there's a lot. So what I've done is I've just had a look for everything, and I've seen those edits which are like very clearly not a structural thing, and I'm like, if I just for now ignore those, come to them in the next round of edits, which technically is designated for those things, I could finish my structural edits tonight, as opposed to, you know, like if I didn't, it would probably take me, I don't know, it would definitely take longer than tonight. So I don't know, I kind of want that sense of satisfaction. So I'm like, should I just do that, or should I just do what I kind of committed to doing, even though it's not the most logical thing? And I feel like I'm leaning towards the second one for whatever reason. I think it's like I want to challenge myself or whatever. I don't know if this is interesting to you, but you know, oh well. Okay, update. I've edited 9 chapters. I have edited 9 chapters. Woohoo! Yesterday there were 16 chapters. I've edited 9, which is incredibly fast going. God is so good. I literally prayed this morning. I was like, God, help me to concentrate and focus, and he always comes through. He always comes through, you know. So I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Oh, also sometimes, honestly, it's focus. Time plus focus equals so much productivity, because honestly, like, I just did so much editing. Like, we are on a roll. Like, I literally rewrote a chapter, or like I changed lots of a chapter. I was rewriting a chapter, and I was thinking like, whoa, I've just done so much. I must have been writing for an hour. And I just looked down at my laptop and checked the time, and I'd only been writing for 32 minutes. So sometimes it's not even the time, it's really the focus plus time. You know, it was that level of focus that enabled you to get things done. I'm excited. I'm now like, do I push myself? I feel like I'm hearing a no to finish this tonight. I feel like if I do that, I will be very exhausted tomorrow, and that's not a good use of my time, because I want to write lots tomorrow as well. So maybe we don't push it tonight. Yeah, this is wisdom, people. You got to be wise sometimes, because sometimes you want to push yourself beyond your limit, but like, don't push yourself but not beyond the limit. Don't be unwise in it. Why be unwise? Then you're gonna have to take more time to recover. It's just you know, have patience. Patience is one of the fruits of the spirit. I've been studying the fruits recently. Yes, and patience is important. It's what I've been learning, so yeah. Hello. Okay, so I'm back. I went for a walk. I found a Costa. I sat down and did some writing in it, and I had a little breakthrough. I think, like, I just had such a great moment, because basically last time I opened this manuscript, and as a reminder, I'm currently working on project number 2, so not the memoir, different projects. We're gonna keep it, like, you know, I'm not gonna reveal it just yet, but I will later on. But yeah, last time I opened this particular script, I had this idea and I was like, oh my goodness, this piece that I'm writing needs to take place during a different time than when I've currently written it. So same location, but a different time. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go back and rewrite that, and that's fine. Like, it will affect things, but not like a crazy amount, but I feel like it makes the story better. And then today, as I was walking to the Costa, I was thinking, actually the location I originally had, the time I originally had, works really, really well. And then I was realizing as I was walking, I was like, actually they both do different things. They both serve the story in different ways, and they're both really good, and which one do I want? And as I was writing today, just before I left, I suddenly realized, oh my goodness, it's both. It's both of them. It's both those times. And all it is that we need a bit at the beginning in a different time to when the rest of the story is. This is hard because I'm not giving you specifics, but I hope it makes sense. Yeah, and I'm really excited because I get to have my cake and eat it too, honey. And everything one of those times does, we don't need the whole story set during that time. It just needs to give us a little sprinkle. Yeah, a little sprinkle. So yeah, I'm gonna use both times, I think, which I'm excited about. There's one scene that needs to happen towards the end. I've almost finished the script. I don't know what happens in that scene yet, so I'm gonna do some thinking into it now. I'm gonna sit and write an outline for this piece because yeah, there comes a point where it's like, okay, writing, ooh, okay, what actually happens before this final scene? And I need just to outline everything and think about that. So so that's where we're currently at. Very exciting. I wish I'd taken some more videos of the buildings in Glasgow, because the buildings in Scotland are absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. They're so beautiful. Whew. Anyway, I went to St. George's Square, and that was really nice as well. So I don't think I'm going to do much more sightseeing. Yeah, I got stuff to do and focus on. And then, yeah. Thanks for listening. Oh, that was so good. I could feel myself flagging, and then I was like, look, we've got 10 minutes to go, let me just keep going. And I wrote the last word as the music started playing to signify the end of the writer's hour. So I'm really happy with that. I have outlined the entire project. The only thing that I'm wondering about, it's got such a perfect, impactful ending, but I'm like, do I want some sort of denouement, you know? Or do I want to end it? Do I want to cut it there, like a sharp, sudden ending? Or do I want the sharp, sudden ending and then a sort of a dissolve, you know? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And yeah, it needed that little bit at the end. So I'm really happy I added it. Yay! Twist, some work that I had scheduled for tomorrow that I had to be in person for has been cancelled, which means I decided to stay here for a little bit longer. And also, because I booked out and then I booked in again at this hotel, I'm in a different room and it is 10 times nicer than my last one. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Look how massive it is. I don't even think the camera is fully telling the story, but it's massive. And I like the pictures on the wall, and it's got its own little coffee table. I'm just playing 30 Seconds to Mars. Look how massive this room is, and it's all for me. It's the kitchenette. It's just super cute. And then the bathroom is so much bigger as well. It's just so nice. I'm very happy. And this is the bathroom mirror. It's so cute. To the slider, the pariah, the victim. Okay, so the view isn't very nice, but it's this car park. And I was seeing these people skateboard in the car park and I was like, is that a good shout? But I guess it must be. It's concrete, it's got natural ramps in there. So I think that's kind of cool. Obviously, they're practicing in the evening when cars aren't gonna be up and down because that would be dangerous. It's probably not the safest thing anyway, but I just thought that was really interesting. Brand new world to the last, to the first, it's a brand new world. Okay, we're gonna try and figure out how to use the microwave oven. And these are some vegan burger things.
Take it, baby, take it, yeah. Come on, rude boy, 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 boy. Come on, rude boy, 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 boy. Come on, rude boy, 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 boy. Come on, rude boy, boy, boy.
It's your DJ.
Tonight I'ma let you be the captain. Tonight I'ma let you do your thing, yeah. Tonight